I've shared a screen with everyone. I hope everyone can see the screen. And maybe for progress in this lesson, if ever you have anything that you want to say, please type a message on the chats, and with time we're going to attend to each and every message that is put on the chats. To start off by introducing myself, I am Mr. Jovu. I hope everyone can see my screen. I'm Mr. Jovu, an information technology teacher for grade 8 and 12 since 2008, and also a computer applications technology teacher since 2008 at Queen's College Boys High School, a traditional boys' school in Queenstown in the Eastern Cape. If I can give you a little bit of my history, I started coding way back in the year 1997. And up to now, I've not regretted coding. I like coding. And I hope each and every one of you will also enjoy coding. I've always believed in one thing, that a skill that you do not practice is as good as dead. A skill that you do not practice is as good as dead. If you want to be good in cricket, practice each and every day. If you want to be good in football, practice each and every day. If you want to be good in netball, practice each and every day. If you want to be good in coding, practice each and every day. And this is what we are going to do. Each and every day, between 10 and 11, from now until 3 weeks, we'll be doing coding here. I've just added a quote for you guys there. It's from the famous man, Bill Gates, the co-chairman of Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. What does he say? He's saying learning to write programs stretches your mind. Each and every one of us needs to make sure that our mind is stretched. Our mind has to be stretched. And it helps you think better. Each one of us needs to think better. It creates a way of thinking about things that I think is helpful for all spheres, for all places. Each and everyone needs to think better, better in problem solving, better in attending to any situation. We need to make sure we become better and better each and every day. We have seen coding in so many places. We have seen coding in the games that we play on the phone. Although we use the games not knowing that there was coding in the background, but people have actually done some coding. So we have actually used products of coding, sometimes not knowing. Who has played games on a phone, on a tablet, on a computer? Games like Treasure Tracker, games like Kids Car Racers, and the common one, Subway Surfers, Banana Kong. Those are the games that we've played. But all these games have been created, they've been done through coding. Someone sat down, wrote a code so that we can use that code, so that we can play the game. Another place where we see coding is in PlayStation games. We all love the PlayStation. We all like to play so many games on the PlayStation. There has been a lot of coding on PlayStation games. The robots, we use robots to do extra things that cannot be done by humans. We need robots that can get into the fire where humans can easily burn. We need robots that can go under the water and do certain work for us. We use robots in so many places where us as humans, us as people, would have problems there. But the robots, by their nature, they're able to work for us. Our calculators that we use, they are also a result of coding. They have been coded one way or the other. Even you have seen things like websites. Websites also have been created through coding. Someone coded a website and it appears on the internet. That is a result of coding. Some of us go into Facebook, some of us go into, there is coding that happens in the background. There is coding that happens behind the scenes. So coding has been our daily lives. It has come in to be our daily lives. As I told you that I've been coding since 1997 and I'm enjoying it each and every day, and I don't want to leave coding. I'm still into coding now. There are some important terms, words that we use whenever we're working on coding. And these words actually help us understand coding better. I've tried to look through the words that are available. Some of the words are big words, but I've tried to look at those smaller words that we will be using in this course that we need to understand, that we need to keep at the back of our mind. So whenever a word like that comes up, we should be able to remember what is it all about? What is the meaning of the word? Firstly, we've been using the word coding. It is a process of building instructions that the computer can do. You know, we are telling the computer what to do. We are coding. We've talked of examples like games that are coded. We only see the other side of the game, the playing side of the game. But someone has coded, someone has done some coding for a character to be able to jump. Someone coded. So coding is a way that we'll be using every now and then. Coding actually produces what is called a program. So sometimes we'll talk of the code. A code is a program, but the process of building that code is actually called what? Coding. So that's an important word. Keep it in mind, coding. We'll be working on with the word coding. There is also a word that I want us to also keep in mind, the word plan. A plan is a step-by-step process on how to do something. You have seen whenever they are building a big building, they will always have a plan. After building to a certain level, they will go back to the paper where they check whether what they have built so far meets what is written down. So for the purpose of this course, we will also try to write our plans down. We'll write a plan on paper, or write a plan on paper before we start coding. Why should we do a plan before we code? We're trying to make sure that when we are coding, we do not skip, we do not jump some of the steps that are necessary. If ever a program is no longer doing what we wanted it to do, sometimes programs go mad and they do something that is wrong. So in such cases, we are able to go back to the plan. We go back to our drawing board, check what was the program meant to be, what was it meant to do. So we will always write a plan before you do any program. Make it a point, make it a habit that you write out a plan and always refer to that plan. 2 words so far, a plan and coding. And then we'll also use another word, block. A block is a group of instructions that have to be done. I'll give you an example. Subway surfers. A block in Subway surfers will mean that when the character jumps, when it is jumping, it is collecting coins. When it collects those coins and at the same time jumping, that is a block. A block is a set of instructions, a group of instructions that are put together and have to be done. So whenever we code, we will be working with blocks. I want the program to do this. So you put up a block. A block is in charge or looking at doing something. A block will be looking at doing something. 3 terms so far: coding, plan, and a block. The next term that I'm going to give you, is run. Whenever we talk of coding, we use this word run frequently. We use it many times. What does it mean? The word means when the program is playing, the program is running. When the program is doing what it's supposed to do, we say the program is running. On your phone, on your tablet, on your device, you might be having Subway surfers. It is just seated there on your device. It's not playing up until you go and press on it, you click on it. When you click on it, you now run the program. So when it is running, it starts playing. When you are playing, you are running the program. But I need you to remember, if I take you back to the word coding, when we code, we are still creating a foundation so that it can run later. We are still building it up so that later on it can run. So coding and running, they work together. The designers, those who do programs, us, we will be doing coding. So in other words, we'll be designing, we'll be creating, and then people later on can come and run the program. They can come and use, they can come and play the program that is running the program. So basically, those are the words that we'll be using mostly: coding, plan, block, and run. So the words sometimes might look as if they mean this one and the same thing, but they are different. When I'm talking of coding, I'm talking of the process of creating, the process of building up. And then when I'm talking of running, I'm talking of when the program is playing, when the program is actually, you are using it. And then the plan, remember the plan, whenever we draw down so that we are able to follow the instructions, whenever we do a step-by-step process, so that later on when we're programming, we are able to follow this plan. And then a block, which will be a group of instructions that will be done. Okay, those are very, very important terms that we will be dealing with. As we go on now, I want to take you to the next slide that we'll be looking at the content, basically the content that we'll be working with. There are so many things that we're going to do. Some of them you might not understand now, but I'll just give you the outline anyway, so that those who can pace up or those who can move faster know what we need to do. So I'm going to give you just the outline for almost the whole session of 3 weeks, what we'll be doing. And as I said, some of them might not make sense now because we've not started coding, but with time, you'll find that you'll be able to refer back and say, okay, this is what the teacher meant. This is what it meant. Okay, the outline of the content is as follows. Firstly, we're going to create programs. We're going to be able to save. To save is to keep a program so that you can use it later. To save, so we create, we'll be able to save. For example, we might work on a program today and we decide that tomorrow we'll still be working on that same program. So we have to save it and make sure that we are able to retrieve or to open it again tomorrow so that we continue. How to close a program, we'll also look at that. How to work on a new project. We'll be working with projects here and there. So we'll look at how to work with new programs. We'll also look at how to insert a new object. We'll also look at how to insert a new object. There are things that are called costumes, and even how to move objects. We'll be looking at that. We work with different colors. You find that a game's background or color is green. You want to change it to a certain color. So we'll be working on that so that we're able to change the background of the color. If you can take a closer look here, this is one of the backgrounds. This is one of the backgrounds that is available, but you can change, you can customize, you can put up your own background so that it actually matches, it suits what you are trying to achieve or what you are trying to do. We'll also work on many coding blocks. A block is a set of instructions, so we'll be working with many blocks. We want our programs to be able to do many things, not only one thing. Although when we're coding here, we'll start off by making the program do one certain thing, and then we develop it further to add more blocks, so that it gets more and more exciting. We'll also work on different speed of movement. We'll make sure that our objects, if our objects are supposed to move, they can move in different speeds. If I can refer back to the game that I was talking about, a character can be running and jumping at a certain speed. When it gets to a certain level, it changes the speed, it increases the speed, or when you take a certain coin, you slow down the speed. all those things. We'll be working on different speeds. All those speeds are set up by you as the person who's coding. You are the one who actually defines how the speed is supposed to be. There are some things that we repeat every now and then. So we'll also use repeat and delay. We'll also add sound. Whenever the character jumps, maybe it touches a coin and there is a sound. So we'll also look at adding sound. And sound also depending on the movement, depending on the action. How to load a program. We'll also look at animation, how to animate your program. We'll look at broadcasting. We'll actually design our own games. I think that's an exciting thing, that you are able to design your own game. So if you are with us right through the end, you'll be able to design your own game. We'll be using both Scratch Junior. It is a building block program. It's called Scratch Junior, and we'll also use MS Zora. Those are the two platforms that we'll be using. Just for starting off, we'll work with Scratch Junior. After working with Scratch Junior, we'll make sure that those particular programs that we did with Scratch Junior, we are able to also do them in what? In MS Zora. Because our ultimate goal, our final goal is to try and make sure that we work on MS Zora. That is the platform that has been created for us. So, on that, you are supposed to have Scratch Junior on your machine, be it a computer, be it a tablet, be it a phone. Scratch Junior is available through Google Play and even on the App Store in the iPhone environment. So you're able to download Scratch Junior so that you have it. You can either code it on a mobile device, or you can also code it on a computer. So we will introduce this through Scratch Junior, but move over to MS Zora. Whatever we do on Scratch Junior, we'll try and make sure that we will move that to MS Zora. Okay. I hope that is exciting. That's what we are going to do here in this course. And as I move on to the next thing, I need us to take note of one important thing. We all need to register with MS Zora. And I'm going to try and assist you. Let's assist each other and try and make sure that we register on MS Zora. I'm going to bring up the screen for MS Zora and even show you how to get to MS Zora. And then make sure, for the purpose of this course, for what we're doing, make sure that you are registered. You are registered with MS Zora. So I will move on to how we connect, how we register at MS Zora. Okay, I'm going to load the MS Zora screen. Okay, if you go to, I hope you can see my screen. If you go onto your internet or your web browser, and you go to this bar right at the top here. If you go onto this bar right at the top here, and then go there and type MS Zora .co.za. I hope you have taken note of that. You go type in mszora.co.za, and then you press enter. It will take you to this particular window. Please ask your parents to also help you on this so that all of us are able to register, are able to get to this site so that we sign up. Okay, when you get to this screen, it is a very exciting screen, and as you can see, it provides an immense and interactive learning experience for every child in South Africa, helping to equalize the quality of education in South Africa. So there are two options that are available here. There are two options that are available in. There is the login and the sign up. We cannot log in now because we are not yet registered. We are trying to register. We are trying to sign up so that when we have signed up, we'll be able to log in. So all of us have to start off by clicking on sign up. I'll click on sign up to take you through how we register. If I click there, I'm taken to this screen, MS Zora, new account. And then it goes on to say, choose your username or password. The username is the name that we'll be using throughout this course. You are identified using that name. Whenever we talking to you, we will always see you using the what? The username. I will type in, for example, Jovu GY. That's my username. Please make sure that after typing in this username, find a paper somewhere, write down that username so that next time you are supposed to log in, you are able to write the username as is. So make sure that you write that username somewhere. And then we go on to the next section here that talks of the password. And the instruction tells us there that it should be 8 characters, at least 1 digit, at least 1 lowercase, at least 1 uppercase letter, and at least 1 non-numerical. A password is something that is private, something that is confidential. But for the purposes of this, make sure that you write down your username and you also write down your password, because whenever you say log in, the computer will always ask you for your username and password. So please write this on a paper, put it in your drawer, so that next time we log into MS Zora and you have forgotten, you go back to that drawer, take it out, and you fill it in. Here it said 8 characters. This is just an example of what I would do. Make sure it has a digit, make sure it has a lowercase character, small letter, lowercase, small letter, and uppercase, which is a capital letters, 1 capital letter at least, and 1 non-alphanumeric. So even if you want to put a star, you want to put a an @ you want to put a $sign and %sign and whatever character you want to put. So that should be 8 characters long. And then you go down to email address. Type in your email address. This should be an authentic email address, something that exists. Don't type in something that is not there. Type in a proper email address. If you do not have an email address, please ask your parents to help you with the email address, because all communication and correspondence will be through this email address. If this was a authentic email address, I'm just typing here just to show you an example. You type in an authentic email address, and then you move down. You type in the email address again. What did I type? Okay, and then the first name there. If your first name is John, then you type in your first name there is John, and then the surname is Jacobs, and then I type my surname as Jacobs. Town or city, I'm from Queenstown. I can type in Queenstown there. And then as I go down further, it goes on to say select country. Obviously, our country is South Africa. You can scroll down until you get to South Africa. Please, if you are having problems with this, ask your parents to help you. Ask your parents to help you. I've chosen the country there as South Africa, and then go on and choose a grade. Under the grades there, we have from grade R up to grade 12. For the purpose of this course, I will pick grade 2. Please pick grade 2. Everyone, please pick grade 2 there. When you have done that, then you go on to create my new account. When you click on create my new account, it will send an email to that email address that you put over there. So please make sure that the things that you have entered here are correct, and then you click on what? On create email. That's how you register. After doing that, it should be able to, you can come back to the screen, which is mszora.co.za. You already have your credentials, you already have your username and password that you have written down somewhere so that you do not forget. You already have it, and you go on and choose log in. No more signing up, because you already have done that. You do this once. You don't do it every day. You do this once, you keep your username and password, then you go on to log in. Under log in, that's when you can put in your username here. And then after your username, you go on and type in your password. After putting up the proper username and password, you can go on and choose what? Log in. Then it will take you into MS Zora. And then in case you have forgotten your username and password, please feel free to click here. That's why I said it is very important. It is very important. Very important that you put in correct information. Okay. When you have done that, you'll be logged into MS Zora. Okay, so everyone, please, this is very important. Everyone, please make sure that you go and sign up in MS Zora. Remember, you type in on the web browser, mszora.co.za. You go on to sign up, put in all your details. Remember to save your, write your username and password. And then when you have got them, you'll be able to log in. Okay, that is how you sign into MS Zora. So everyone, please make sure that you sign into MS Zora. Okay, that's how you register in MS Zora. And as I said, that we're going to start off with Scratch Junior. In about 2 or 3 days, we'll be working on Scratch Junior. But please, whenever we sit down for the class, make sure you've got a pen and a paper next to you, so that we are able to write down our plan. Before we code anything, we're going to write down a plan. But I'm going to first of all take you through the screen of MS Zora, but that's not today. Maybe tomorrow, take you through the screen of Scratch Junior so that you know where to move. So I'll take you through the screen of Scratch Junior tomorrow so that we are all on the same page. If we say, let's pick up this block, you should know where to pick that block from. If we say, let's do this, you should know where to do that from. And then thereafter, when we start doing our own project, we'll have to, first of all, have a plan. Okay, that's all on MS Zora, how to register with MS Zora. I'll go on and go to coding platforms. I said we're using Scratch Junior and MS Zora. So I'm going to sort of show you the layout of MS Zora. I'm going to sort of show you what you should expect in Scratch Junior. We're going to go through step by step, but I need to just quickly show you what to expect. I hope everyone is excited. I'm so excited. And everyone should be excited to see what Scratch Junior can do. I'm going to take you through a video that shows how to work on Scratch Junior. It's just a quick program. And remember, we are still going to go through how to set up, how to work each and everything step by step. I'm going to take you through that. Okay, I'm going to change my screen now to something else. Okay, I hope everyone can see my screen. This is how it looks like when you have downloaded and installed Scratch Junior. And as you can see here, it tells us the Scratch Junior. This is how it looks like. I'm going to quickly play this one just for us to have a feel of what we're going to do and know what is in store for us on this course. Let's listen to this.
Hi, sir. There's no sound on the video.
Okay, that's just a small snippet of what is in store for us. I don't know, I think I had someone saying he didn't get a sound. Did we all get the sound? Didn't we get a sound?
No sound.
Okay, we'll work on that. We'll do work on that if people did not get the sound, but it was just meant to sort of give you an insight of what to expect as we start this. That was a simple program that was designed in Scratch Junior, and we're going to work through many programs like that. As you saw, it took less than a minute to create that. It is a simple program. It is a simple setup that I believe we are going to enjoy. I believe we will enjoy a lot in that, and we'll be able to create more if we apply our minds, if we sit down and think outside the box. That is all what we do in coding. In coding, we try to solve problems. In coding, we try to work through problems, create things in our own way, in the way that excites us. We are going to work through a lot of things like that. So I hope everyone would have logged on to MS Zora and registered. I hope everyone would have gone through this video. If you joined later on, it will be available from ATG, and we will actually give you more material. I will tell you where else you can download where you can download Scratch Junior. We're going to create a platform where you can easily download Scratch Junior, so that when we start, everyone has got this application and we are all able to start at once. I hope everyone is ready to go. We are set for great heights. We are set to have an exciting journey. I'm so excited. And are you ready to run with us? I'll see you in our lesson tomorrow. Same time, same place, from 10 to 11. We'll be here. We'll be waiting for you to give you more information on this exciting journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.